And of course, Clumsy Ink does it again. He does it again. He never ceases to amaze me. Clumsy Ink closed the video. So you know what we're gonna do? You're gonna do episode number 4. How about that? How do you like that in Apple? You're gonna do episode number 4. Episode number 4 is fantastic. Ends up the bigger part of the killing. First of all, the part of let's do the storyline, okay? So let's talk Deborah, because Deborah, she's the most interesting by now. She's really falling in love with the CI. At first, they were just fucking. Excuse my language. Excuse my French. At first, it was just fucking. Now she's in love. I don't know about him, but she's in love. I think that he's in love too, but players be players, right? And what is really cool is that she's really falling in. And Deb, she's in a position where it's a weird thing. The relationship between Quinn, which is the new investigator, and Deborah is so complicated because they're two polar opposite. Deborah is super angry, super aggressive, super gung ho. She'll go head down and face any problem that she could face, and if there's a problem, let's face it. Quinn is more like, okay, well, let's just take a step back and we'll be chill about it. And if it happened, it happened. If it doesn't happen, my heirs are a mess. It doesn't happen. And you could understand why they're clashing. But now, and that's the best part, they're clashing. And those two people together wouldn't work. Those two people together would be a mess. However, they both have the same CI, which is Antoine. And Antoine, being in the middle of it, is the same as a A. So when you take an A, and it's pretty simple. I'm trying to take a paper. No paper. Okay. So when you take, let's take a V for Vendetta. This is Deb. This is Quinn. Don't have to do anything together, right? They don't have to. However, there's Antoine, who's right here, and that's an A, right? That's an A. They're reliable. They're linked together. However, there's another one, and that's the A. And the A is like this. And Anton is like here. So no matter where they're going, they have to meet with Anton. And Anton is in the middle of it. Which could be a cool video to make too. And that being said, it's a really cool thing that those two are so against each other, because it does show two police officers. We have Angel, who is, we haven't heard a lot about him, but now he's looking for prostitutes, and you understand that he's in a dark spot in his life. He's an alcoholic. He's going through a rough patch because he is divorcee. And I think, and if they're trying to do that, it's really cool, because I think since the very first episode, we're seeing Angel as this nice guy. We're seeing Angel as this good cop. We're seeing Angel as somebody who's upholding the law. He had to snitch on dogs because he was a good cop. And you're supposed to like Angel. You're supposed to. When Angel says things like, hey, I'm Angel, I'm his best friend, presenting himself to Lila, you understand that, okay, well, we're supposed to understand that he is best friend with him, with Dexter, which is super important. That being said, we're seeing him go dark path, and I think they're trying to see if we can corrupt Angel, and I think Dexter. And with what I know from watching the whole season, it's actually quite cool because little spoilers. If you don't want to hear a spoiler, don't listen to the next 10 seconds. Miguel's not a friend, and we think Miguel was right, but then he isn't. So when you come back to Angel, and Angel is right, and he is a friend, then we want him to survive, and we want him to not see as corrupted as he could be. Now, does it add a lot to the story? No. Is it kind of cool to see? Yes. And then finally we got Miguel and Dexter, and Miguel is very forceful with Dexter, and then we have his girlfriend that's coming in, and she's friend with Rita. We got Rita, who's pregnant, and now there's a time limit to when I have to marry her and I don't have to marry her. Dexter proposed to her, but Dexter does a horrible job at proposing, and the problem with Dexter is he did the best he could. He isn't able to portray emotion, and that's not his fault. That's in his DNA. There's also a really cool part with Harry. Harry shows a picture of the brain of a criminal who had aggressivity problem and was a psychopath. And he showed the brain and he said, look, this is your brain. And the two pictures are the same they're very similar. They're the same. They're two different brain and the same proportion, which is a lacking of a certain part of the brain that makes you aggressive. And then we have Debs again, that's in love with Anton. We got Miguel and Dexter, and I really like Miguel because Miguel is showing Dexter, you can trust me. He's becoming more and more trustful. However, Dexter is reliant because the brother, I think it's Ramon, but I'm not sure. The Ramon brother is really forceful, really forceful, and he's brash. And Dexter's like, I can trust Miguel, but I cannot trust Ramon. We also learn of a new character, which is I don't remember her first name, but it's Wolf, and she is the not the enemy, but the rival of Miguel, and we're seeing that Lagerta is being very close to her. So we have Lagerta, which is a superior of Dexter, only by rank, but still being friend to the enemy of Miguel, and it's gonna be a conflict of interest. And that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.